Woo, woo, woo.
And the rocket's reckless. I fucked it up.
We're live. We're live.
The bomb's bursting. Can I go back? Can I go back? We live?
That girl messed it up.
Oh my god. Poor baby. I feel bad for her.
She said,
I got
Well,
such secondhand embarrassment from poor baby.
with her nails.
Girl, she was cute.
She was cute. I'm glad we watched it. So her name is Loomis.
Yes.
In case
if
you're
you don't
wondering.
know what's going on. Yes.
But we watched, she sang at the, what was it? The,
basically like the independent.
yeah, the third party presidential debate.
Yeah, that thank goodness don't nobody be watching. Yeah, don't nobody watch. Praise Jesus.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
And poor baby.
But we did watch her apologize on TMZ.
She did.
And she was like, I just got nervous. And my dad's a veteran. I'm really sorry.
She said, I
was just really scared. I got nervous.
But she said that she thought it was not live because she started at one point.
Yes.
And they were like, no, we're not
ready.
So she was like, okay, cool, it's not live. So then she was, in her head, she was thinking,
We'll just rewind it.
Yeah, we'll go do a retake. And they're like, no, it's live.
Oh, Loomis. She did say she has been invited to Good Morning America to try it again. Hopefully not live.
Good for her. Great. And that song is hard.
That is hard.
It's a hard song. You know what? Controversial opinion. I think it's time for a new national anthem. Don't you think so?
You cannot do Whitney's anyways.
Yeah, I just think it's so like extremely. Can you do that? Yeah, I feel like you can. Can you do? I don't know if we can like vote on it.
Yeah.
Or what we? But it's to me it's not
maybe
a cool
now's
song.
not the right time.
Maybe now not. But it's just something else.
Yeah, we could use a little refresh.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's a hard song. Let the song for everybody so we can all sing it. So
yeah, because you have to start down so low so you can
Yes.
get up there.
And, I don't know, girl, but that's people.
The
be
bombs
mad.
bursting in air. I've never seen a bomb burst in air.
Exactly. And then
And
the
rockets,
second
red glare.
the second verse of it is pretty damn racist.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there's a second verse and it has some lyrics in it.
Oh, no.
Francis Scott Key was, I don't know. No, maybe I'm probably being too modern there. That'd be
Whoa, girl.
How dare you?
Girl. You're gonna have a dance party with Beyonce.
Dance party with Beyonce. Oh my god, that was fun.
That was fun.
Whole thing. First of all, the Beyonce was just even. I didn't think that she was coming.
It was
I didn't believe it. I was like, she's not gonna show you guys.
And
she
LJ
showed,
was like,
oh my,
she's coming.
LJ and my dad were like, no, she's coming. And they were right.
I like it that her and Michelle walked out like her and Jay-Z. Because
Her and
Michelle.
Kelly?
Yeah, Kelly. She had that big old
She
suit
had
on.
the suit on. I saw somebody be
It's
like,
her power suit.
and you know the people like the people who don't like the liberals and they don't like Kelly and Beyonce, they were like, and look at her, the devil, she's in a suit. Just like the liberals.
Just like it.
God, they don't care about gender.
Mm.
And you're like, you know how many women have worn suits throughout the years?
Right? And women look great in suits. I'm like thinking like Kate Blanchett in a suit.
Remember when my favorite suit, remember when Celine Dion wore this suit, but it was like a backwards suit.
It was backwards?
Yes, it looked amazing. She had her back out. I'll never forget it because I was like, what?
Is it black or white?
I think it was like pinstripe Celine Dion in a suit.
Did you see that clip of Adele seeing Celine Dion?
This one. And it looked backward because, and she had, girl.
Yeah, that's cute.
That was at the Oscars. And she looked, didn't nobody say nothing about her? And she looked cute. I was just
because
so
she
funny.
wasn't in Destiny's Child.
Yeah, but I did see that. Girl, I cried. I was like, and I don't even like Adele that much.
Yeah, she was really excited to see Celine Dion.
I mean, can you imagine Celine Dion coming to your concert? I would probably die too.
Adele's just so like, I don't know, she's at her concert, she just like says the most random stuff. Like she'll call people out. So I just think it was really sweet that she was so overcome with emotion.
I saw somebody say, like, does Adele ever sing at her concerts? All I see is her walking around. I'm like, you know what? That's literally all I've ever seen, too. Like, does she perform?
Have you seen that one where the guy's in the crowd and he's so excited to see Adele and everyone's like tapping on his shoulder, like telling him to sit down and stuff? And he's like, he's just so excited. He wants to sing with her. And like people, they're like, you're disturbing everyone. And he's just trying to have a good time at the Adele show. And she sees him and she's like, what are y'all doing with that man? Why are y'all touching that man? Get away from him. What's going on? And she's like so upset about it. And she's like, get your hands off him. He's having a good time.
A lot of people at concerts be and let them have a good concert.
I will never forget being at Janet Jackson and dancing with my friend and some dumb old person behind us was like, can y'all sit down?
I think Janet Jackson, me and Randy too. They're like, ugh.
Yeah, like, no, I cannot.
Yes, don't.
Wait, was that your story or mine? We've been friends so long where that might have been your story. No, it happened with me and Natalie Wilson. They told us to sit down.
No, it happened. I feel like it happens probably quite often.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
Don't tell people to sit down and you stop being a wet blanket at the concert.
I understand being irritated with somebody like singing so loud at a concert where you can't hear the actual singer. I can understand that being an annoyance, but dancing?
Right.
No.
Leave people alone.
Yeah, we're not getting upset about dancing around here.
Because we're dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with... Girl, okay, so this is hilarious because when that happened, the speech, I sent it to we have a little TikTok group, me, Randy, and Leslie. And I thought all I saw was Donald Trump being like, Joe Biden's asleep. No, he's like, Sleepy Joe's asleep or something like that.
Joe Biden's asleep.
And Harris is a dance party with Beyonce. And I cracked up because the comments were...
I like when they're like, why do you say it so sassy?
Yeah, like,
Beyonce.
Somebody was like, why would you... Like, who wouldn't want to be at a dance party? Like, you're saying it like it's a bad thing?
Yeah.
Because I would love that.
Well, somebody on our TikTok was like, it is a bad thing.
Yeah, they were.
They were like, they don't care about you. And I was like...
We never said that.
Who ever said they did care about us? Be like, I do want to be on Beyonce's playlist.
It's the same people who were like, sit down at the concert.
Yes.
Stop having a good time.
Yeah, don't come to the dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce.
And then I saw that remix and I was like, we are so funny.
It happened with a quickness too. I love it.
I wonder how Trump feels. He's like, God damn it. I did it to myself.
Because he keeps going, they're eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs. Like, at this point, we used to be like, did you hear what he said? And now we're like, make it a song.
Yeah.
Make it a bop.
What do you do? What can you do? But go vote. It's almost over. It's almost wrapping it up. I'm ready for it to be done.
Yeah, and I'm always ready for it to be done.
You know where I live.
It's going to be what it's going to be.
I've heard some things.
Yikes.
I've heard some things.
Because you do live in a real...
What did somebody say the other day? And I was like, what? They get so mad. This is what I didn't know. That they get so mad that she says that she's black. So mad. And they're like, she's not black. And I'm like, I think she is.
She literally is.
Yeah, and I was like, and like, I don't really say anything. I just kind of listen. But one time someone engaged in me
Aren't you
directly.
usually the only black person in the room when these conversations happen too? Like...
And then it's just funny because, like, I want to be like, because I don't like engaging, but I want to be like, literally by your ancestors' rules, she's black. 1% is all it takes. One drop, and you a black person. Like, those are your people's rules.
The rules. That's what y'all said.
And then one time I tried to tell someone, I was like, she went to an HBCU. She's an AKA. And they were like, oh, that's okay. That's why I don't even know. I was like, why did I say that?
Yeah.
Why did I?
You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that there's undecided voters at this point, to me, is baffling. Wait, what?
I saw someone, because at that rally that Trump did, they were talking about the Puerto Ricans and
that
then
comedian,
some Somalians and Malaysians, and then like it cut to like a lot of people saying like that was the last straw, and there was this Puerto Rican woman, and she was like, I was on the fence until then, and then there was a stitch of the video, and they were like, you were on the fence until then?
Yeah.
Like, that was the last straw? Like, why did that? Okay.
Yeah, grab them by the P word. That's when I was done.
I think you're right. I think for me, grab him by the pussy.
Because I would have,
sorry.
like, I would have run the country like a business. I would have listened to that. Okay.
Right.
But you can't go, that's what, and then from then on,
then it was,
yeah,
but,
I wasn't gonna.
But I remember, I don't know, that didn't, because I never liked Donald Trump. But you know what? I didn't like him because I remember him and Rosie O'Donnell getting into it. And I remember Rosie O'Donnell being like, I don't like you because of these facts. And then Donald Trump always was like, well, you're fat and ugly. Right. You're like, Donald Trump, that is not a good, argue back with her.
Right?
No? Like, that's, to me, whenever you start, like.
But you can't argue back with that.
Yeah, you can't, yeah, like. When people don't know what else to say and they don't have the communication skills to like argue, they're like, "Well, your mama's a hoe." You're
right?
Like, oh, so
right? Me?
Okay.
No,
I don't think so.
Well, it will be over soon, one way or the other.
Yeah, and
we're all gonna be okay.
We're gonna be
one way or the other. I mean, we really will be.
We always are.
I mean, yeah, it's always like. There's gonna be chaos and cats and dogs living together and, you know, mass hysteria.
I heard somebody say the other day that was like, if Kamala wins, then I'm moving to Panama. I was like, that's good for the Panama real estate.
They let you in,
right?
Because are you like, yeah, and then there's the whole whatever.
Yeah, people who said they were leaving the country. Either way, just leave the country and hush. Shut the fuck up and leave.
Or don't.
Or don't. Like,
just, I mean, the government has a lot to say to do with our lives and stuff, but like the everyday stuff, you can control what you can control.
She's gone.
Go vote if you want to have your say, and control the things that you can control, and there you
keep
go.
It moving.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Yes, just let people live. So, anyways, I would go to a dance party with Beyonce.
Always.
Over just about anything.
Damn near everything. Yeah. You know me.
Do you want to record the podcast or go to a dance party with Beyonce? Be like, I love recording the podcast, but dance party with
this
Beyonce.
This would be a great story to talk about on the podcast.
Come to the dance party with Beyonce with me.
Right.
Yes. It's a party, so everybody's invited.
Oh my gosh. She looks really pretty too. Kelly Rowland did a really good I thought her speech was good. I don't know.
Oh, they said that Beyonce came out with her honey blonde hair.
Yes.
And that platinum hair is for fun.
It's for fun, yeah. But you know what? Beyonce always does that really good. Like, she been doing that really good.
Right.
I remember when she sang the National Anthem years ago at the Super Bowl. And I remember thinking she looked gorgeous. She had on like a nice church white suit. Beyonce was raised right, honey. Tina and Matthew did their thing.
Oh,
She knows when to be like Renaissance, like let's have a fun time, and she knows when we're business.
Yes.
She knows what she's doing.
I agree.
So she knows when to dress up like church. We're finna go to church. And she knows when we're with the girls.
Yeah.
So she been.
Yeah, she does rise to the occasion.
Yeah, she knows when it's time to be serious and when it's not or not. So, yes, absolutely. But no, yeah, she had her like, are we serious?
Yeah. I mean, by the time the next podcast is released, we'll have a new president-elect. So this will be the last time we talk about it, probably.
Right,
I mean, we're not even political, though.
Go to sleep. It's a sleepy joke and go to sleep. You know Joe Biden like good.
He's got to hang on till January.
Oh, that's right.
Or February.
You know he is so ready. Poor Joe Biden.
I know.
He's been ready.
Thank you for doing what you did, though. Like, appreciate you for like being like, oh, I'm too old. Okay.
Joe,
like,
you have to save the country.
Like, please don't do it.
He's like, ugh. And did you see Joe Biden? She came out in a panda suit for Halloween today.
Oh no,
she's cute. She has like a doctorate in education or something, so she's for the kids.
Yeah, for sure.
I was like, and Joe Biden was like, I'm the president, and she's like, I'm enjoying Halloween.
I feel like he got so old in the last like 6 months.
He did.
But you did your job. Like you did what you wanted to do.
He's ready for it. Is it January yet?
He's
Joe,
ready.
no, it's Halloween. God dang.
And regardless of what side you're on, we're all ready for that man to take a break.
Poor baby, yes.
Even though if you think he did a good job or a bad job, he needs a break. He deserves it. Poor Joe.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Oh, goodness. Well,
we got through that. You want to go ahead and, because we have, we've already went through several of our segments.
I know.
So why don't you go ahead and talk about your Ariana that you wanted to.
We haven't even talked about Gay Halloween yet, though.
Oh, I forgot about.
Yeah. So
okay.
I've been on a kick lately where I think it's the Instagram page, it's Gay Lit Shit. I think that's who started it. I could be wrong. But there's this trend where it's like, I hate gay Halloween. What do you mean you're Kip from taking LaFonda out for her prime rib out on a date? I think it's so funny. It's so obscure.
Yeah, it's so obscure.
What do you mean you're Chapel Roan drinking a liquid death in the...
Yeah, I was just thinking as you're saying that, you and I have a lot of gay content on our FYP, on all of our, on my TikTok I get a lot of gay stuff. I think you get a lot of gay stuff on here. I don't know what we'd be doing.
I don't know either.
Did you see the lesbian page? And you're like, no. I'm like, oh. I don't know what we'd be scrolling through.
I don't know, but I'm here for it.
We've been having a good time, but I just thought it was funny as you were saying that. I'm like, we do have a lot of gay content. Yeah. We are in tune with the gays.
I think so.
Yeah, I think we are. I'm like, now did you know? The gays
I saw on Instagram. I just think it's hilarious. I think it's funny when a group of people, especially the gays, get a hold of something.
Yeah,
y'all make it fun.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, they're a fun group
because they always take it too far.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just so obscure. I hate gay Halloween. What do you mean you're Henry Cavalli walking home from the grocery store?
Right, something, and you have to they reference a picture, a paparazzi picture. And you're like, that's good. That's good.
There's one that was so funny. It was this guy, and he's busting in. What's the girl, the kombucha girl, Brzezowski? What's her name? Anyway, she was at a show. Drink? Yeah, she's the meme where she takes a drink of the kombucha, and she's like, no.
Oh, the blonde girl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't know what that was for.
So she accidentally got famous for that. There's
the podcast?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
There's a whole series, I accidentally became a meme, and she was that meme, and then, I think she had, a real job before that, and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna quit and be a social media content creator.
The Hawk Tour girl. She's freaking...
But I heard that her podcast is terrible.
Well, she be making appearances, and she be doing stuff, girl.
I mean, we'll make appearances for y'all.
Oh, that's... I'm just I have a lot of things that I think about the Hawk Tour girl, but whatever. Yeah. It's none of my business.
I hate gay Halloween. What do you mean you're the Hawk Tour girl?
Right. So crazy.
But, yeah. And then, other Halloween news. Did you hear that Ariana Grande supposedly shaded Elvira?
I did hear about that.
That is kind of messed up, though. I get vibes from Ariana Grande that stuff's gonna come out from her, and we're gonna be like, yeah, we should have seen the signs.
I think that Ariana Grande is a total diva, but as you know, I appreciate a diva.
You do love a diva.
I'm like, you know what? The girl can sing. Let her be a diva. Just don't lick the donuts. That's the only thing I'm like, don't lick the donuts, Ariana.
Yeah, that was gross.
But I appreciate a diva, I'm sorry.
Well, but yeah, apparently she took 20 people to see Elvira, the classic 80s Halloween queen.
Yeah, because whenever I heard it, I was like, who is Elvira? I know who Elvira is, but I didn't think it was that. So I'm thinking who is this new artist named Elvira?
Is she the one that sang the National Anthem?
Right, I'm like, what is she sing? What song she have? I didn't know who. And then Leslie was like, Elvira.
Elvira.
You mean my heart's on fire? I'm singing Elvira. Remember that song?
No.
Giddy up, mow, mow. I'm such a weird person. Go ahead.
It's great. But yeah, so Ariana Grande supposedly took 20 people, friends and family, to go see this Elvira show. And before the show, they all went back, and Elvira took photos with everyone and did signatures. And then Elvira was like, Ariana, can we take a photo? And Ariana was like, no. And then left and didn't even watch the show.
Wait, so they were at an Elvira show?
Yes.
What is Elvira doing? What'd she do? She sings?
No, I think she like presents kooky movies and probably tells stories. She looks great. Elvira is still
okay, but in Ariana Grande's defense, I mean,
well then don't go to it.
I guess so.
And don't,
maybe they wanted to go.
Well, I think that they did, but then at least like don't use your like at least stay. Like that's shitty. Can we take a photo? No. And I'm gonna leave. But then she says that was after. What did you say?
So yeah, like there was, cause you know she had like there was a shooting or something. Girl, why did this girl call me 2 times? Girl, get off my phone. What am I looking at? Oh yeah, Ariana Grande. I think it was in like London or something. Shooting? I'm sorry. Is that a triggering word? Yeah, it's in Las Vegas. I said London. I don't know why I said London. But
I forgot that was Ariana Grande at the
Vegas so it was in 2017. Oh, it says Manchester. She was talking about because there was a shooting in Las Vegas, but that was country. So she was responding to the Las Vegas one, but she had
So she used that as an excuse not to talk to Elvira?
No. She was there. She had one, and they asked her opinion about the Las Vegas one. So she, at her concert, it was in Manchester, and she was a little bit shaken up a little bit, and I think it was, but when was this? No, so Elvira was talking about it, but it was in the past, right?
Correct.
So, yeah, so I think Ariana was like, this was around the time I had my shooting, so it was a little bit, like, anxious and around.
Yeah, she's like, I'm sorry that it came off that way. I was anxious. I don't even remember this. But that's what I'm like. If you don't remember this, then how do you claim to be so anxious if you don't remember it? I don't know. I get vibes from Ariana Grande. She's got blonde blindness. She is way too blonde.
Yeah.
And then, so I saw like a red carpet thing with her and her castmate from Wicked. I can't remember her name.
The black lady?
Yeah.
It was a bombing. Sorry, it was a bombing at Ariana's. So it was 22 people killed, and it was in Britain's Manchester Arena. It was a bombing. So
I mean, that is traumatic.
That is pretty traumatic.
But don't say I was anxious and then say I don't even remember it. That's a little
right.
I don't know. What was I saying?
The castmate from Wicked.
Oh yeah, so they're like on the red carpet, and she's like, "Oh, fix your dress," and like she fixes her dress, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And then like smiles for the camera, and it seems nice, but I don't know. It like gives off vibes where you're like, you know, when like you're being like petty nice to someone and be like, "Oh, you have something on your face. Oh, that's just your mole." Sorry, and you're like, you know what I mean? And you're like, yeah, okay,
right.
Like, to me, that's how Ariana Grande is. And you're too damn blonde, girl.
She is really blonde.
But you can sing. She's really good at impressions.
She's talented. She's a talented person.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I would not be friends with her.
No, yeah. I had my friend Angel said the same because we were talking about Ariana Grande. She don't like her. But I'm like the queen of, like, I can separate. I can be like, listen to your song.
But I don't even know if I like Ariana Grande's songs as much. I like her more when she's on
it's probably not your
Jimmy
vibe.
Like I think she's funny with like Jimmy Fallon and like on her like I don't know. I think she's funny, but I don't know if I would really like her.
But yeah, I don't yeah. I agree. But like there's people who I appreciate their talent and there's people who I know that I appreciate their talent. Like me and Beyonce, I appreciate her talent and I feel like we would vibe.
For sure.
But Ariana Grande, I appreciate her talent, but I'd be like, no, girl, you good.
Yeah.
I don't need a picture with you.
Can we take a picture together? No? Okay.
Okay. And then me and Leslie be like, girl, I told you. I'm like, I know you was right, girl.
I told you about old girl eat my muffin. It made me mad too.
Yeah.
And
I'm trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, but whatever.
That's funny. Because usually you're the one, but sometimes I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
I see right through you.
Right, yeah. So, well, I don't know why you didn't. But it's funny. That is so weird that it's just like, I feel like it's funny that it's Elvira. Like, girl, where you been? That's what I feel like. Because I feel like Elvira was old when we was kids.
Yeah. How old is Elvira?
So that's why I'm like, it just took me a second to be like, no, Elvira, what? You talking about this shit? And why what if Ariana Grande legit didn't know who you were?
Then she shouldn't have gone to this show. That's my thing. She's 73 years old.
And she does look
She
good.
looks amazing.
But like, what if she thought she was just like some random lady and she's like, nah, girl, I don't take a picture of you.
It says her net worth grows ghoulishly larger every Halloween.
I mean, she do be having costumes. You do see the costume. I remember seeing the movie a long time ago.
Yeah, I remember when she
was
like...
that? 88.
88.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, mm-hmm.
Why is Elvira so popular? Her camp humor, sex appeal, and good-natured self-mockery made her popular with the late-night movie viewers, and her popularity soared. I do like campy humor. I'm here for campy stuff.
So what if she just was like, girl, I didn't know who that girl was, the lady was?
Well, then she shouldn't have taken 20 damn people to go
I guess you're right. Yeah, so she did know. I don't know.
That's my thing.
Right.
But if you have 20 people that want to meet us, we'll take photos with all of y'all.
Yeah. I'm like,
that's it.
But we're also not Ariana Grande.
Not yet.
Not yet. Because when I am, I'm going to be like, no.
No. Remember?
I'm pissed.
I probably won't.
Yeah, I probably won't either.
All right, girl. Well, anything else?
About that?
Yeah.
Was there something else that you wanted to talk about, perhaps? Or no?
No.
Okay. Well, this kind of leads into my...
what are you into?
A little bit. So this past weekend, I had the weekend to myself. I dropped off the kids on Friday at my mom and dad's, and I picked them up on Sunday. No, my mom and dad drove them because I had open house on Sunday, and they drove them to my open house.
Oh, nice.
And dropped them off. So it was very nice. And so Saturday, I got home around like 7, and I was just like, well, what do I do? And I was like, I didn't, like, I'm not going to go and have a drink at a bar by myself because I really don't like talk to people. And I didn't want anybody to talk to me. Yeah, because, me sitting at the bar, someone's going to talk to me.
Someone.
So I'm going like, hey girl, shut the fuck up.
In my single era.
Right. Would have been totally Ariana Grande. No.
No. But no.
Yes, exactly.
Be like,
and so I was like,
you did.
Right. So I just went home and watched a movie. I was like, I'm gonna watch some movies because as a mom, it's hard to watch movies sometimes.
For real, it is.
And I've been wanting to watch Bad Boys 4, and I've been wanting to watch Trapt. So here are my reviews on Bad Boys 4 and Trapt. Bad Boys 4 was great. It was a good old-fashioned 1990s buddy cop comedy. Martin Lawrence and Will Smith with her lip. Girl, Will Smith looks so good.
Good.
So freaking good.
I'm ready for his comeback.
Like, amazing. Like, you could tell Martin Lawrence's age, but Will Smith still got it. I'm like, and he doesn't look like, how sometimes you're like, yeah, you still got it, but you can tell, like, you got some Botox right here, or you had some work done. To me, from my eyes, if he did get work done, it's very good. He's in shape. He don't have a belly. I mean, good.
Okay.
Mike Lowry was looking fine. I was like, okay, Will Smith, yeah. And you can never make me hate Will Smith. I'm ready for his comeback. Yes. And there were sometimes, how, like, it's a big deal. Like, if I'm watching something funny with you, it's easy because we have a vibe and we're just like, girl, like, we're already in a good mood. So it's just more, but like, by yourself, I laughed out loud several times. Yeah.
I love you about myself.
Right.
I had like 30 minutes to myself, which is my...
That's her. About it.
On a weekend by myself. But yeah, I'd be cutting up when I'm by myself.
Girl, it was like, it was a little bit corny. Some of it was like really nice.
It was corny back then too.
Yeah, but like, that's the fun of it. Like,
yeah.
Sometimes stuff is just corny and it's fun. But I will say this. So, as I'm watching it, my sister called me because I forgot. Oh, she took my kids. Oh, my sister took my kids to a haunted house at her school.
Oh,
so
cool.
She called to tell me about that, and then she's like, "What you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm watching Bad Boys 4." She was like, "I went to go watch it on my Netflix because that's where it is on Netflix." And she was like, "And I can't watch it." I was like, "Why?" And she was like, "Because so apparently on Netflix there's tiers. So she has the cheapest tier, like the $7 tier. You can't watch it on that tier." And I was like, "What?" I was appalled.
Because she pays the lowest amount with ads.
Yes, which is fine. You're paying.
You should be able to get everything.
Yes, because the only reason I have the tier that I have on Netflix is because it comes with my Verizon. Like, I got it through Verizon bundle. Thing. So we just happen to... But, like, on, like, certain apps, like on... What is it? Peacock? I had the lowest tier. Because I pay for so much other stuff. So you just... I can be paying for all the damn high tiers.
I get 99-cent Hulu every Black Friday... And I watch ads.
And sometimes it's nice to have ad, like, because the only reason I watch have Peacock is for housewives. Mm-hmm. And so sometimes it's nice because I have an ad. Let me go to the restroom.
Yes. Let me go unload the dishwasher.
Yes.
Real quick,
so sometimes the
switch
ad
this
is
laundry.
Nice. Yes. So,
I do like an ad.
Right? You're like, ooh.
Not when you're listening to music, though.
Period. You said it. Nothing but a word right there. That's the truth. But let me go get some water, or let me go do something, you know? So I don't mind an ad. And I'm paying for it. Netflix, y'all are tripping.
How many tiers are there? Just 2?
No. Girl, I don't know.
See, this is why I don't mess with Netflix.
And I understand. And I'm like, when she told me that, I got furious for her.
I didn't even, when like, they started mailing DVDs to you, Netflix was mailing DVDs, and so did Blockbuster, and I picked Blockbuster over Netflix.
And yeah, don't be punishing people because, so Netflix, I think this is what happened with Netflix. They gave all those people like Adam Sandler, who else? Kevin Hart. Who else is always in some Netflix stuff? Maybe the Hemsworth. Tiffany had it. I think a Hemsworth. They paid all these people all this money to like have these stuff, and the movies are like okay, they're not like great, but like expecting people to flock to it, and like they're trying to recover financially, and they're taking it out on us. Cause like the highest tier of Netflix is like $22.
No, hell no.
Like, so I think there's a few. I think there's a $6. I think there's a $15. I think there's a $22. Like, it's ridiculous.
No, we're not doing all that Netflix.
Right? And it's just like, y'all, don't be blaming us for y'all stuff.
Y'all messed up.
If you pay for something, you should be able to get every little, that's messed up Netflix.
Yeah.
So if you listening, because I know we popular and stuff. They'll be like, we have a lot of sway.
Right?
That's messed up.
Heard it here.
And I told Rand, like, don't you dare pay for no other tier.
No. You come over to my house and we'll watch it together.
Exactly. So you can't password share.
That makes me so mad too.
That is very messed up.
Yeah. Netflix, I don't know about you.
Yeah, y'all the only ones that do that kind of weird crap.
Did you hear that Putin got mad at Google and asked for like $300 trillion? Like, it's
is that the word?
It's Putin asked for Putin sues Google for $2.5 decillion.
Oh my god. Decillion for what?
For a refusal to restore the accounts, the pro-Kremlin accounts.
Okay.
Like, they're not publishing their propaganda.
Okay, let's see. What is
2.5 decillion?
What? How many zeros do that? How many? I didn't even know about decillion. Zeros is.
It's very like Austin Powers, Dr. Evil.
Exactly.
I went 2.5 decillion.
33 zeros.
Get that money isn't real, folks.
Hold on,
people are out here. You got cramps? You need a banana?
Leg.
That's because she been working out.
Oh my god.
You okay, girl?
Yes, girl, I'm fine. I'll be alright. Keep on going.
Yeah, but yeah, he's like 2.5 decillion dollars.
I mean, I guess if you're gonna sue Google,
I mean, yeah. Like, I don't know.
Because if you sue them for like 2.5 million, they're like, here.
Yeah. Okay.
It's literally like a minute of work.
But you still can't put your shit on our platform. But our podcast is on YouTube, and we're not banned anywhere. You can see us everywhere.
Everywhere. That is hilarious.
I will take $2.5 decillion dollars.
I don't even need that. I don't even want that. That sounds like too much headache. I'll take 2.5 million though.
I just bless everybody.
Girl, I would cure cancer, hunger.
I would buy some world peace. You could solve all kinds of problems.
Yeah. Everybody would be okay. You need a house, you got a house, you got a house, you got a car, you need this, you need tax to pay. What you need? Right, I got $2.5 decillion.
Yeah. I would just compound interest it, and I will have money forever and ever and ever and ever. You couldn't even spend that much money.
Right. You could literally solve all the world's problems. Most of them, not all of them, but...
Right. At least money and stress about money.
United States problems.
Right? Maybe that's why they make it so difficult to, like, log into, like, your, like, electricity bill or student loans, because they're like... If the podcast gets $2.5 decillion, they're gonna log in. They would just pay everybody's bills for them.
That's so stupid.
We can't have that. You have to tell us all your private information to pay a bill.
Right? You're like, I don't know, just let me pay the bill. If somebody else try to hack in here and try to pay it, let them pay it.
Yeah, do not ask them all these questions, please.
One time, I'll never forget this because I was so proud of myself. I was when I was a manager. And my GM was missing. Not missing. I don't know why I said missing.
I was like, what the
I don't know why I said missing.
You did go through a traumatic thing at Chili's, though.
I don't know why I did, yes. But that was
we'll have to tell that story.
They were on vacation. And I needed to log. I don't know why I said missing.
I was like, what? I was about to get here for it. Okay.
No, I don't know why I said that. No, they were on vacation. We knew where they were.
I mean, thank God. But
yes.
Also, womp womp.
Okay. And I had to... log into something and I didn't have the password and I had to go through security questions and I knew my manager, so I was able to answer all those and get in there. I was so proud of myself. But then I told her, I was like, you might want to change because I knew everything. I was like, okay, she likes The Wiz. And it was The Wiz. And I remember it was her birthday and I was like, oh, she just had a birthday and she's 10 years older than me. Like, I was so proud of myself for like remembering all the context clues.
That's
and
nice.
Getting it right. And I was like, I'm a superb hacker.
Nice. I'm impressed. Hack the planet.
Yeah.
Good job, girl.
Appreciate you.
All right. What else you into?
Oh, okay. And then Trapt. So that's the M. Night Shyamalan with Josh Hartnett, and they were at a concert. And
I like M. Night Shyamalan movies.
Me too. I do too. And I've been wanting to, because first of all, I wanted to watch it because I was like, they're trapped at a concert. I don't know why that made me be like, that's cool. And you could tell, to me, if you have to go back and watch it, but it was like kind of an Ariana Grande concert. Like the person that was portraying, she was Ariana Grande-esque to me. Maybe it doesn't matter, but whatever. But it was really corny. I didn't like it.
No.
I watched it and finished it, but like it just wasn't M. Night Shyamalan-y. It wasn't like as like clever and like a twist and
yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. I mean, it's cool.
I want to see that one. I remember seeing the previews for the first time.
Right.
Because you don't realize, you would never guess Josh Hartnett was the bad guy.
Right.
Because they tell you that from the beginning.
Yeah.
So if you're not familiar with the movie, there is a pop concert and a dad's taking his daughter and they're all excited because she's a big fan.
Right.
And then he, the dad, Josh Hartnett, goes and talks to like a guy selling merchandise, and he's like, oh yeah, don't tell anybody, but this is a sting, there's a serial killer and they're gonna get him. And then it's Josh Hartnett, so I guess he's trapped at the show.
I mean, yeah, and I think that's why I thought it was gonna be more twisty, because you knew who it was, him the whole time.
Oh, that there's no twist other than that?
I guess there's a few. I don't know.
It just wasn't
nothing that like
not
I see dead
sense.
People. Nothing like that. Maybe
well,
that'll probably
that
when
one
you tops.
That is how we were introduced to him.
Right. So yeah. It was alright. It was cool.
I like him, Mike Shyamalan. I like what's the one with him in the woods? That's my favorite. The Village.
Yeah, The Village is cool.
I love that one.
Yeah, and that's another twist when you're like, what?
I thought that people hated that one.
Oh, that was a good one.
I thought it was good. They don't know that they're on a preservation.
Yeah. That it's the modern times.
Yes.
And what happened, like, because they did that because they were all victims of, like, some traumatic experience.
Yeah, they were, like, hiding
that
themselves.
That was genius. I thought that was really good.
And then
Signs.
I love Signs.
Girl, when that monster walked across, girl.
He's like, Barbados children.
Shit, that shit was scary as. That's one of the scariest movie things you could do, is have them walk by.
Oh, yeah.
Or something. You're like, what was that?
Yeah, the whoosh by. No.
That is scary. Because you see stuff like that out of your corner of your eye sometimes. Even when nothing's there. Even when, like, you're just chilling by yourself and you're not scared. But sometimes you're like, what the hell?
Yes.
So, like, to see something but then really see something.
That it really is.
Girl, that's scary.
I somehow got on some, like, TikTok, like, prank page, and it was like people pranking their like spouses or whatever, and they would like run. Like if you have a doorway that's like a cross, they would like they're like, "Hey, honey, can you turn the light off in the front?" And then they would like go and then like run across the threshold in the back, and they're like, "What was that?"
Oh,
that was that.
That's scary.
I don't know. Paul would like beat my ass.
That's some scary
I thought
shit.
you were a ghost.
Right?
I'm sorry, honey.
Girl.
It was really scary. I'm scared of Quincy.
Right? So yeah, but it was okay. It wasn't, to me, it wasn't as good. He has other things that are better.
Right. Signs is so good.
Yeah, Signs and...
That is one of the best alien movies.
Yeah, I need to, I want to watch I See Dead People with My... That's not the name of the movie.
Sixth
Sense. I was like, that's not it. I want to watch it with my kids, with LJ. I want to see how they react.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Love needs to get a little... But I don't know, my kids are pretty...
Yeah.
They're not scary. Like, Brady was like, do you think I can take him to the haunted house at my school? And I was like, I think so, because I'm the scariest one amongst all of us.
Apparently.
Right. And I'm like, I ain't never taking y'all to the haunted house, ever.
I will go to a haunted house. I love haunted houses. My cheeks will hurt from laughing so hard at haunted houses. Because when I get scared, I laugh. Oof. And so I just giggle like a maniac the entire time. Like, I thought at some point it would be so funny to, like, work in a haunted house, but I'd be terrible at it because I'd just laugh the whole time. And then, like, I'd have to be some sort of, like, giggly maniac, like, as my character.
That is pretty scary, though.
But even, like, the idea of, like, thinking about scaring someone, like, someone's about to come around the corner, I'm already laughing, thinking about how hilarious it's going to be to scare the person. So I would not be a good haunted house person.
I went to one years ago, and I remember thinking, nope, that was enough of that.
Me and Jamie used to go, and it was fun. That was our Halloween.
It's just too scary. This is like a scary movie. Like, what am I doing? Why are you torturing yourself?
Yeah, you don't do that stuff. Yeah. Well, there you go.
To each his own.
Each their own.
Yes. What are you into, girl?
All right. I started watching the weirdest show called Tales of Florida Man.
Okay, so what is this on?
What is it on? Not Netflix, because I'm not paying for all that stuff.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Florida Man. Or maybe it's just called Florida Man. Darn it, you did have to ask me, and I don't.
Is this on YouTube?
No, it was on, like, Peacock or one of those. Hulu. What all ones do we have?
What is it called? Tales of a Florida Man?
Dang it.
Oh, we're just sitting here. Sorry. I'm like, is this on?
It's on HBO, the Florida Man show.
Oh, okay.
It's Florida Man.
Oh, okay.
It's on Max.
Okay, cool.
So,
oh, I've seen that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've seen that. The icon or whatever.
Yeah. So we turned it on, not knowing what to expect. And it's this cutie patootie black guy, and he's talking about how he is this is the first episode, and he's like, I am a character at Disneyland, and I really love this one, like, drum and bass guy, and I was, like, obsessed with going to his shows, and I really wanted to go to this concert. It was, like, a 3-day festival, but I didn't know how I was going to go. So I did what you do, and I go to Craigslist, and I'm like, I need to make some money. Show me what you got. Like, I need to make some money. What can I do for you? And he's like, everyone was like, sex stuff. And he's like, I don't want to do sex stuff. And then someone was like, I have a fantasy that I need your help with. Are you down? And he's like, it does not involve any sex stuff. And the guy was like, okay. And he's like, I don't really want to go by myself. No. And he's like, okay, well, what is it? And he asks what it is. And the guy's like, I want you to cut off 3 of my toes and eat them.
What?
And the guy's like, what? He's like, yeah, you got to just cut them off and eat them. That's my fantasy. And so he's like, okay. And he's going to get the money he needs to go to the show. And so he's like, I can't go by myself. So I call my friend, And I'm like, this is what he's like, and I knew she wouldn't judge me for this. So he calls his friend, who's a girl, a black girl, and he's like, okay, so, and she likes the band too, so I guess he's going to pay for a ticket or something. They did not discuss that part. So he's like, I got to go to this guy's house and cut off his toes and eat them, but I don't want to do it by myself. Will you go with me? And she was like, sure. So the two friends go together to this Craigslist guy's house, and they're like, we expect like this like greasy old like dungeon long-haired white dude, and it's like this very nice like put together Asian guy that's like in a nice house with nice things, and he has like a setup with like puppy pads down and the knives and like a skillet. Like he has everything set up. And they're like, okay, so like they try to make small talk, and they're like, all right, well, let's just do this. And so the guy tells a story about how he has the knife in his hand, he's gonna cut off these toes. The dude's a vegetarian, and he's like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm just in the zone because I want these concert tickets. And then you, like, think about what he's saying, and you're like, hold on. And it's just bonkers, the way he tells the story.
Why all the bonkers stuff out of Florida?
I don't know, but I like it.
Florida
Long
has
story.
the most bonkers stuff going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So crazy.
Well, long story short, he chickened out. Because he was like, I'm a kung fu teacher. How will I teach karate? And the guy was like, shouldn't you have thought about this before you asked me to eat your toes? And he was like, I can't wear flip-flops. People will ask questions. Like, dude, what? And so the man got paid, and he doubled it because he was like, I'm sorry for wasting your time. So we got like $4,000.
Oh, well, that's good.
And left, and then he was like, and then that bonded me and her. And, you know, once you go through an experience like that, it just bonds you. And then they were a couple after that because, I mean, if you agree to go with someone to eat a stranger's toes for some money, then you probably
Florida
have a lot of.
But you know what? On Bad Boys, because you know that takes place in Miami, and they always did a good job of showing the backwoods of Florida. Like they would show like the Miami, like the sophistication. What's the word I'm looking for? The thrivingness of Miami, but then they would always get stuck in some backwoods trailer and like Confederate flag. Like I think that when you think of Florida, you think of like Disney World and like Miami and the beaches, but it is the freaking deep ass South.
Yeah, they're a little bit wild down there.
It is the deep South.
Yeah.
It is weird as AF in Florida. That is one place. When people say, I've heard people say, I'm moving to Florida, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, why?
I don't know if I would live in Florida.
I could not. I'll go to Disney World.
I'll visit.
Let's go to Destin.
Yeah.
Let's go to the nice, beautiful beaches. Let's go to Miami. Let's go.
Yeah. Where they filmed the Truman Show. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
But you want me to live there?
Not with hurricanes.
You know what they're doing? The people, the politics, everything. It's freaking weird as AF.
I mean, and we're in Texas and think that. So.
I'm from the deep South. That's what I mean, because you usually think of the, like, when I think of the Deep South, people are like, oh, the Deep South, think of, like, Alabama,
Georgia.
Mississippi, Georgia, maybe even a little bit of South Carolina. But you got to throw Florida in there.
Do you consider Texas the South, or it's just Texas?
I think of it as the South, but not the Deep South.
Right.
To me, there's a difference of the South and the Deep South. But it is, I do think it's the South. Or do you think it's just Texas? What do you think?
I don't know. I go back and forth. I kind of feel like we're just Texas.
To me, I'm like, was it slaves? It's Texas. Or it's the South.
Yeah.
Because you can even go up to Virginia and Maryland, technically.
Yeah.
And say that's the South. I mean, technically, back then, it was, what was the states that were having the slaves? That's the South.
That's the South.
Were you the Confederacy or the Union? That's what I consider.
Well.
Like, that's where I draw the line. But it could go either way. We have accents and stuff. So to me, it's a little bit of the South.
And there's even South in Texas, too.
Yeah.
Panhandle people don't have shit in common with, like, Harlingen people.
Exactly. Like when you're down in like border towns, yeah.
Yeah.
Laredo people, what the hell? They ain't got having shit with Amarillo people.
Yeah, they don't know.
What?
Yeah.
What they say? Don't eat tacos above Dallas. I'd say yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
it's fair.
And then Eddie, my brother-in-law, would probably tell you don't even come Dallas. He's like, well, Dallas tacos are trash. Fair.
I mean,
for him,
yeah,
coming from Laredo, he's like, whoever said that, don't go above Austin.
Like, we have tacos here called, like, La Gringa. Like, they have to, like, gringanize it for us a little bit up here.
So, yeah, Texas is, I can see what you're saying.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I like being Southern, so I personally want to be from the South. I like being from the South.
Yeah, and I like the heat, the warmth better too. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm ready for it to get cool, but not like, I'm not trying to shovel my...
Yeah, I don't live, it's not Michigan.
Yeah, I don't want to shovel snow or my driveway.
Hell no.
No.
Or if it does
put chains on my tires.
Right. Or if it's snowing, like, we're shutting down everything, right?
Yeah, I get to stay home if it's white outside.
Yeah, like, don't be going from those places where, like, it's snow, we just keep going. What?
No. Not
what do you mean where nothing's closed? That would be terrifying.
Oh, yeah. We're not doing that here.
Mm-mm.
All right. Anything else?
No, girl.
It's Halloween, baby.
It's Halloween. Happy Halloween. And I wasn't supposed to say anything, but I have to. Did y'all notice Leslie's beautiful? She is dressed up. She's such a good Halloween person.
Ramelle's my LaFonda.
Yes. Not just came as me. LaFonda.
Y'all were sleeping on Kip in
we really
Napoleon
were.
Dynamite. All he wanted was to dote on somebody.
He did.
And he was like, I guess it's pretty serious. Like, he's not ghosting you. He took her out for prime rib. He changed his looks. I also love a TikTok glow up where it's like the white boy when he's dating like white girls, and then he like marries a black girl, and you're like, damn, you got fine.
Right.
Because they like put their black girl magic on them.
He glued up. LaFonda knew. She was like, I'm tired of these dudes out here not calling me back, not doing. Let me go.
I don't know what you're doing out here all night long. Mm-hmm. I know what Kip is doing.
Kip is all up
Kip
on
is
me.
rubbing my feet.
Yeah.
Kip is on the internet writing love songs to me.
Period.
Always and forever.
You know what? Amen. Good job, LaFonda. They probably stay somewhere, have some babies. And
I bet they're happy. Happy.
I wonder if they still. I hope they moved out of Idaho though.
Oh, for sure.
I hope LaFonda was like, baby, we can't live here.
Yeah.
Let's go to L.A.
Yes.
Someplace.
Yeah, somewhere else.
Yeah, wherever she was from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go back to my family.
Yes.
And then I hope her family, like, totally, like, they're like, come on, Kip.
Yeah.
And he, like...
And you know he went because he was like, all I got is Napoleon and Uncle Rico. Hey, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, Grandma's out on the sand dunes.
She's over here making these nasty-ass nachos. You know LaFonda was cooking for him, and he was like, what the hell?
Oh, yeah, he got thick.
He got some good food. Aww.
Yeah.
They're living happily. Good
They
job.
are.
They have a good life.
Good for you guys.
Yes.
Aw. You're nice.
Hopefully they have a YouTube channel now.
I bet. All right. Because it's Halloween, naturally our Triple Dipper is going to be our top 3 Halloween episodes.
Yay.
Television episodes. Did when I was younger, and they would always play Ghostbusters in the skating rink.
Uh-huh.
And when they did, like, the lights would go on and the smoke would come out and everyone would say, Ghostbusters! I literally thought that I was in the song.
Aww.
I thought I yelled so loud and they were like,
I can hear you.
Yes, I was
Who
like,
sang that song?
Ray Parker Jr.
Is that like a one-hit wonder?
Yeah.
Well, I hope he getting paid.
It's Ghostbusters.
Well, I know, but sometimes people
true.
the rights and stuff, so I hope he getting a little bit of money.
That was the 80s.
Right?
So, there you go. All right, do you have any honorable mentions?
I do not. Do you?
I am going to hold off because if they're not in your top 3, then I'll do honorable mentions.
Oh, okay.
So I really got into it. I was like, I love Halloween episodes.
Okay.
All right, do you want to go first or do you want me to?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay, so my number 3 is The Cosby Show, and this is just my kind of, because it was such a wholesome episode. It was the one where, like, Rudy was a pumpkin, and then there was Peter, and
I love Peter.
And I think it was, they're like, but like, he took him out to the, And then Vanessa had a party, and she found out Robert was going to be there.
Oh,
and she was like an Egyptian or something. And it was just
and he was a vampire.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was just this cute, sweet, wholesome,
I
nice.
about Peter. He was so
Peter
cute.
is
and
so
he would run out the door.
Girl, yes. And yeah, so that was one of my favorites, just because it was a nice, wholesome. It wasn't like scary. It was a nice, sweet Halloween. Everyone was like not a mean costume.
Yes.
And everyone was nice, and
there was
Rudy looked so cute in her pumpkin.
Yes.
Cute.
That was a pumpkin was my very first Halloween.
I think
costume.
that's everywhere. You have to be a pumpkin.
Yeah.
It's like a rite of passage.
Well, my birthday is October 11th, so I was like teensy tiny.
Oh, that's cute.
So they
when
just
babies are pumpkins.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You have to.
Totally.
At some point.
Totally.
But yeah, so that was my number 3 because that was it's just a fun, and I remember it. I just like.
Yeah, as soon as you said Peter, I was like, yep.
Yeah.
And then, Robert.
Was Heathcliff a scarecrow that time? Because he took him trick or treat. Because Claire stayed with the big kids at the party, and I think Heathcliff went to take the little kids trick or treating. And I know that Heathcliff was.
Is that when he did the horse on the knee and he's holding the backs of them and the one?
I don't think that was the Halloween one.
That one,
but that was so funny.
I love that one.
Yes.
Good one.
Yes. And yours? Yours number 3.
And my number 3 is the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia Halloween episode when Dee gets pregnant. And she, at the beginning of the episode, they're all excited because they're going to go spend the night in a museum. And the guys think that the museum people are going to come to life. And Dee's at the bar eating a sandwich. And she's like, so you guys really think that they're going to come to life? And Dennis is like, yeah, better than sitting here watching you eat sandwiches all the time, getting fat. And she was like, I'm pregnant. And he's like, you keep saying that. Why do you keep saying that? And he's like, we don't care. And Dee's like, well, you should care because one of y'all is the father. I got pregnant at the Halloween party.
Yes.
And then she walks off. And then the whole episode is of them deciding what happened at the Halloween party. Right. And then the costume, because at one point, Dennis and Charlie traded costumes, and then Dee traded costumes with the girl that they all thought was so pretty, and then Dee starts turning into a literal ostrich as the show goes on. Right. It's so funny.
I do remember that one.
But then at the end, when they have, I think it's the same episode, but that's so sweet when Dee's pregnant, because at the end, when they show her coming out, they're all looking at her, and that's Dee and Mac's real baby.
Yeah.
And the look in his eyes is so sweet.
Yeah.
And then they're like, she hands the baby off to the tranny. Remember?
Yes.
And she's like, it's their baby. I was just their surrogate. And they were like, you told us it was one of ours. She was like, y'all were being jerks, and I went.
It's Always Sunny. We should have an It's Always Sunny episode.
Definitely.
And talk about, go through, because it's been on for so long, for one thing.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so underrated. They never won any Emmys or anything, but it's so good. Hilarious, smart. I think it's a real life version of The Simpsons, because they're very on topic of what's going on trend. They just stay. Yeah. It's good. They're such assholes. There's nobody to like. It's different. You don't like, awful. I love. Yeah. You just love them because they're such jerks. Yeah. But yeah,
I love it when Matt gets ripped and does the dance. And
which one's Max? That's the
Dee's.
Okay. Yeah.
Dee's husband in real life.
Okay, gotcha.
But when he does the interpretive dance to tell everyone how he's gay. And,
yes.
And Frank is like, I get it now. And he's got the tears in his eyes. But honestly, I get choked up watching that dance because it's so beautiful. And then you're like, dang it, It's Always Sunny.
Yes.
It's
a good
ridiculous,
show.
But it's so good.
It really is. So underrated.
Totally. All right, that's my number 3.
That's a good choice, Liz.
Thank you.
So my number 2 is The Office, and I know The Office had several ones, but specifically because if you think about it, season 2 was probably one of the best seasons of The Office. So I'm gonna go with The Office season 2, episode 5, and this is the one. So Michael was supposed to fire somebody, so he comes in and Pam's all cute at her, and she dresses as a cat or whatever. This is pre her and Jen, they're just flirting at this point, and then she's like, Jan called. And he's like, shoot. He's like, because at the end of the month he's supposed to fire somebody. Well, Michael wants to be loved more than anything, so he doesn't want to fire anybody. So the whole time, the whole episode, like everyone's all happy because they're doing a costume contest, and like whoever wins the coupon book. Yes. And for them, that's a big. They're like, you could get this grand coupon book. And like Michael's like
$15,000 in savings. Yes, I remember.
And then like Michael's like kind of fire, and he's like fires Creed at first, and then Creed talks him out of it. And then he fired, and so there's this random guy who you don't really ever see, like this side, like, but then all of a sudden in this episode he's there, so that's who he ends up firing. Oh, thank goodness. And then, but then they go to like Poor Richards, and the guy's like, everyone but Michael's invited to Poor Richards, and he's like, well, because Michael just fired him.
Fire somebody.
And then he's like, what the hell? Especially when you know you were like not gonna get fired at first, right? But then Creed talked you out of it, and you're like, now you're gonna fire me because you're listening to Creed. Like
Creed is also underrated.
Right, exactly. And it's just, and I think that's the same. I think that's the same one where he had the Michael head on. Remember the paper mache Michael? And The Office is just
goodness.
Literally one of the best comedies on television, and it's just funny how, like I said, there's Parks and Rec and with Abbott Elementary, and now there's a new one. There's like a hospital one coming out with David Alan Grier.
Oh,
and you can tell it's kind of like The Office.
Oh, cool.
And so it's just like a mockumentary.
Right.
That's what they're called. Yeah. So I feel like The Office opened it all. Or you could say the best. Who's that Best in Show? Who did those? Those are movies though.
Oh yeah, that's Christopher Guest.
Yeah, so you could say Christopher Guest started it.
Maybe.
And then maybe The Office just kind of turned.
Yeah,
I don't know. Whatever. But
This is Spinal Tap was one of the first mockumentaries.
Right. That's a good genre. I can watch a mockumentary.
I do love mockumentaries.
I love because it's just good dry humor. People like not trying to be funny, but it's hilarious.
But I will be so confused if I don't know it's a mockumentary at first. That's my only thing. What? I'm like, why am I watching a documentary about orange juice? And then I'm like, oh.
Why are they so serious?
Parker posing.
Right. So, yes.
Nice. All right, my number 2 is The Simpsons.
I was going to do Simpsons.
The Treehouse of Horror 5. This was season 6, episode 6. And it has The Shining, because they couldn't say The Shining for copyright issues. And then that's when no TV, no beer, make Homer something. Yeah. And Marge goes, go crazy? And he's like, don't mind if I do. That's that one.
I do remember that one.
And then there was Time and Punishment, and that's the one where Homer's toaster breaks and it turns into a time machine, and he keeps going back into time, like when there's like dinosaurs and stuff, but like the butterfly effect happens, and like he's aware that he's not supposed to mess up anything, but like he's Homer, so of course he messes up everything, but like he'll sneeze, and then like a butterfly sneeze, and then a bird, and then a dinosaur, and then a dinosaur, like just chaos. And then he finally like comes to one reality, and he walks into his family, and everyone's like at a nice table and dressed nice, having a nice dinner, and Homer's like, oh, we can settle on this reality. And he's like, Marge, can I have a donut? And she says, what's a donut? And he goes, ah, and he rushes back to like go back to a different reality. And then she's like, Homer, it's raining again, and it's raining donuts. Like it would have been his perfect reality.
Right.
And then at the end, they're semi-normal, except they like their eyes blink this way, and they have like lizard tongues or something.
Okay, yes, I do that. Right.
And then the last one is the Nightmare Cafeteria, where they have too many bad kids in detention, and so they start eating them, and it's like the Soylent Green, because like the cafeteria is like doesn't have anything to serve, and these kids are in perpetual detention, and so they eat one of them first, and then chaos ensues. I do love a Halloween episode of Treehouse of Horror.
No, those were good.
Yes.
Sorry, blotting my shininess here. Those are good ones.
That's my number 2.
I figured you were going to have the Simpsons episode in there. Okay, my number 1 is Fresh Prince when Carlton dressed up as Macaulay Culkin. Because that was so funny, and whenever Carlton says, but it'll cut out on my trick-or-treating time. was so funny.
There
for that
could not
line
have been
alone.
a better Carlton.
They're really good.
Their comedic timing was great together.
Yes.
I think like Roseanne and Jackie, like they have good comedic timing. Will Smith and
Carlton. What's his name? I'm like Will Smith and Alfonso Ribeiro.
Yes.
Although sometimes he said some cringy things. I'll have to show you the video. Have you ever seen that? There's a video of him, and you're like, bro. Like, he's married to a white girl, which is fine. But, like, there's a video of him at some club or something, and he's rapping. He was like, I like white girls. There's a whole lot of white women in this audience, and you all know I like white. You're like, bro, chill.
He's like, you're white, you're white, you're white.
He's like, everybody knows I love a good blonde snow bunny. And you're like, bro, chill.
Okay.
Like, right? Like,
noted.
Right. Like, after a while, I feel like it's almost, because I don't even want you to say that about, like, when people are like, I like black girls, like, it's almost like, are you fetishizing?
Exactly.
Like, just
do
like,
you?
Right, like, it's just weird after a while. Even, yeah. So you're just like, bro, chill on that. Like, that, it's pretty cringy. I'll have to show it to you. So, but it's funny because you're like, well, it makes sense. He is Carlton.
Yeah, checks out.
Right. But, yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, that was an excellent episode. Fresh Prince was good. Just a good.
It was a great show. Everybody was watching Fresh Prince.
Everybody was.
Everyone knew the theme song. Everybody. All right. You ready for my number one?
Yes.
Surprise, surprise, Roseanne. What? But my favorite one is their third Halloween
they had
episode.
some good ones, yeah.
They always did good ones.
Yeah.
This one was the third one. It's called Trick Me Up, Trick Me Down. And it's the one where Roseanne and Dan play the trick on Kathy, the neighbor, and Dan's laying on the kitchen table, like, all gutted, and Kathy walks in, and she thinks that Roseanne killed him, and because Roseanne comes in with a knife, and she's like, I never know how to get blood out of it, da-da-da-da. And then Kathy runs away scared, and then Roseanne is ready for Kathy to, like, get her back the whole night.
Yeah.
But Kathy doesn't even play like that, but Roseanne does. And so then Dan kind of, like, plays along with Roseanne to, like, get her, because she wants to play pranks and stuff. And that's the one where they dress up, where Dan's the ventriloquist and Roseanne's the dummy, and they do the song together, and then she drinks and the water comes out.
Yes.
And fun fact, Jackie gets in her last fight with Booker, George Clooney.
That's that episode?
Mm-hmm. That was George Clooney's, not the fight, not where Dan
goes and beat him
No,
up.
not that one. They get, like, into he's like, are you gonna come over? And she's like, no, I'm not just your da-da-da-da. They were always, like, bickering. Yeah. But that was George Clooney's last appearance on Roseanne. But yeah, that was a good one.
Is that the one? And then, okay, we got the same. So remember when DJ answered the door one time? Like, they had a little haunted house? And he was like, welcome to...
That was a different one.
Okay, that was cute.
That is a good one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one, and Jackie's head is under the...
Yes.
What do they call those little stellar things? I don't know. There's names for
dish?
it.
The dish thing?
Yeah.
The dish thing.
The dish thing. And they pull it up and she's like,
Yeah.
They
did love them some Halloween.
Yeah.
Modern Family also had some good Halloween episodes. I just couldn't remember specifically which ones.
See, and I'm just getting into Modern Family.
You'll see. You'll like them. Some of the Halloween episodes on Modern Family.
I do.
Who
I
else
just
had some?
Well, okay, so since you didn't do my honorable mentions, do you remember the Family Matters with Steve-O?
No.
So Steve makes like a dummy version of himself, and like something happens in the middle of the night and it becomes alive. What? And it's trying to kill Steve. And he's like, my name's not Steve, or they call him Evil Steve, and he's like, just call me Steve-O, because he's Evil Steve. And he tries to get Urkel, but nobody can ever see him when he's alive, and so they all think that Steve is just being Steve.
I do not remember this
at all. It's hilarious. And then they brought it back, where then another Halloween episode, Carl gets a bad guy, and it's like, but it's two little people like dressed up as Steve, Carl, and they like are terrorizing him. It's so hilarious.
I do not remember that at all.
I think you will remember when you see. Hold on, let me look up Steve-O, because I think when you see it, you'll be like, oh yeah.
Because I feel like, well, maybe we don't watch. I'm like, I feel like they don't do that on TV anymore, but maybe we just don't watch as much modern TV.
Steve-O and Carl's bad.
What?
You don't remember?
No. Maybe I remember. Yeah, maybe I remember that. I remember this, the Carl one.
That was the second one. We'll have to show you guys. Yeah, Steve-O and Carl's bad.
Hilarious.
But in true 90s fashion, it was all just a dream.
Yeah. It was all the dream. We used to read Word Up magazine. Something pepper, something in the magazine.
I don't know what's that.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Oh, I know. I did not know at
You're
first.
right, I do know.
I did know. All right. Anything else?
No, girl,
That
was
was
fun.
fun.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, you guys.
Hope y'all get some trick-or-treating in, and it's it.
Yep.
It's 2025, man.
Already, it's 20. Happy New Year!
Right? We got Thanksgiving coming up in like 28 days, and Christmas and whatever. I mean, whew, get ready.
We did it, guys. We made it through 2024.
Right?
Almost.
It is on and popping. Don't ask me if I have a free weekend, because I probably don't.
No.
That's it.
We busy from now on.
Right?
You're busy till February.
Not January, I'm not very busy.
Usually you're like pumped up to like do something though.
In January, usually like, just let me chill at the house because I don't have no money.
Yeah.
I'm broke.
Like dry January, fine.
Fine.
Totally fine.
I'm broke.
I'm tired.
Play with your toys, kids, that you got for Christmas.
I worked all year to get those things.
Leave me alone.
For realsies.
And then, in February comes and you're like, all right, what y'all want to do?
Yeah, and then it's disgusting.
And then the
outside.
weather is terrible. And
Yeah,
you're like,
and you're
well, I guess
like,
we can't do anything.
It's dark and cold and I hate it here.
Right. Except for Rainy's birthday. Sorry.
The only
bright spot.
Yeah. One of the very few.
Yeah.
All right. Well, make sure that you're watching us on YouTube and Spotify, and that you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I'm Leslie.
I'm Ramelle the Realtor, and follow me, Ramelle the Realtor, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
All right. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye. Woo, woo, woo.